All right, have and have not fans. Now, kind of like after the Did Veronica Die, when she was allegedly drowned by David, I did like half a dozen Veronica videos. I feel like I'm doing the same for the Criers, but to be completely honest, I think there's way more reasoning to do that. Well, no, Veronica is, as many fans say, their fan favorite. The show can't go on without her, which I disagree with on so many levels. But with the Criers, it's like, wow, what now? Now, I've said this before. After Wyatt testified to the grand jury, there's literally no reason for him to be in the show. That could be said of many characters, but they're still in the show for various reasons. But I think that some people are asking, and these are people who are under the assumption, I'm not saying they're wrong now because we literally don't know what's happening. Um, Unless, they are filming seasons 8 and 9 now. Stars are literally flying into Atlanta over this past weekend, and even today in the next couple of days. So trust and believe that I will be paying attention to any Aaron, John, or Renee, aka Wyatt, Jim, and Catherine social media. I don't know if they are going to be very careful about what they post, because literally if any of them post anything Atlanta related, then I think it's safe to say they're live. But the people who are saying who will replace the Criers are under the assumption that they are literally dead. So who's going to be the next big family of the haves and the have-nots? Now, that is a very good question. Now, this is just a speculation video under the assumption that, you know what, in the finale of Show Not Tell, they're all dead. None of them are coming back. They will definitely be in the next episode because, if, George, and the cops go through the house to look for the bodies, they will find Jim first and then go upstairs and find Catherine. Wait, was the water still running? I don't know if the water was still running because, that would be a gruesome sight. Not to say that a red pool would be bad enough. But, like, let's say the water was still running and, like, the bathtub was overflowing and you have red water everywhere. It's almost like, when God turned the rivers of Egypt to blood. Ugh. Oh, dang. How's that for imagery? Tyler Perry could definitely do something with that. But what I mean is this. Would it be impossible to replace them? No. Because Tyler Perry has a way of killing off multiple characters, but then replacing them with either the same number or less. I think the best example of this is when we had Erica, Melissa, and Oscar all killed off within the span of 2 episodes. When it came down to it, I think that Gia and RK were kind of like the replacements for that. I think Gia embodied actually several different people. I think that she was the new, excuse the phrase, but this is how they put in the show, bottom bitch for Candace, pretty much like Erica used to be back in the day. And then on top of that, she was also like an informant, kind of like Oscar was. And you could argue that Erica was as well, pretty much pretending to be on Candace's side, but really with Warlock the entire time. And then with the Melissa thing, you have, I don't even want to call like a love interest, but a sexual distraction for Benny. And yeah, when you kind of think about it, Gia really encompasses Oscar, Erica, and Melissa all in one. And I guess another thing to think about is the fact that RK was definitely an Oscar-like character, definitely not on the level of power and control as Candace, but someone who she could turn to for information and whatnot. Pretty much RK to Candace was kind of like what Oscar was to David, his intel guy. Pretty much, somebody he can get contacts and information about. But, RK is more like a rookie level, if you will. So what did these characters bring to the show? We're talking Jim, Catherine, and Wyatt. Now, like I said before, Wyatt, kill him off. And I'm not saying that because I hate the character. I'm just saying that because I literally don't see a purpose for his character after testifying to the grand jury, because that was the thing that Jim was pretty much doing everything to prevent. But after he did that, what was the point of Wyatt's character? The only points were he was Jim and Catherine's last living child. I think Jeffrey's moved on. I mean, they always say, like, you never get over your first love. I'm not saying Jeffrey hasn't fully gotten over Wyatt, but at this point, he's just moved on. And that's about it. Literally, what else was there? What else was there? And it's like, that time he called Candace saying that, hey, I'm stuck in my parents' house. I'll give you account numbers and everything just to get revenge on them. But she never called him back. So that was a plot point that literally went nowhere. Um, yeah, I don't see a point of Wyatt even being replaced. I mean, you could argue that the Justin thing is, I don't think so. Madison. Yeah, I think that Wyatt definitely has been somewhat replaced, if you will, by like Madison or Justin. Then you have Jim, kind of like David's buddy. Yeah, without Jim, David's pretty much on his own. Yeah, he has Jeffrey, but he's like so freaking fickle. But I think that after the seriousness of this shootout, he and David will, well, no, David found out that he's not the father. So yeah, what would Jim's replacement be? Somebody from David's past, like definitely not William for obvious reasons, but well, what if William is pissed off that Veronica told David when they maybe made an agreement not to tell, so those two working together against her? But I still like the idea of William being one of the lawyers that Veronica has that has puzzle pieces against Jim, Catherine, and David. So I'd say no. What about Catherine? I think that a lot of people pretty much signed her death warrant, no pun intended, way back in like season 3 or 4, whenever she reintroduced her new will to Hannah, saying that I left you in the will for $5 million. So people have been saying, well, yeah, when she dies, she'll get those millions of dollars. So once again, I'm not saying Catherine was a useless character, but I'm just saying that her character personality has definitely been highly inconsistent ever since the moment she killed Jennifer Salison. So I think the only person really needing Catherine at this point is Broderick for protection and Hannah for the job at the hotel. I mean, well, if Catherine's dead, then she'll get the $5 million, so she'll be good anyway. So yeah, the more I think about it out loud, the more I'm thinking that the Criers being killed off isn't the worst possible thing. But at the same time, there is confirmation of multiple new characters showing up in season 7. Jeffrey Owens' character, he's playing a senator. I still don't know the name. The character named Laura, who is the black girl that Veronica will be sponsoring. There is another. If you watch Nobody's Fool, he was Tinka Sumner's ex-fiance, light-skinned guy, kind of like a high top curly hair. He's going to be in there. And several other I can't tell everything because some of the people I have talked to have asked me not to reveal certain things yet. So there are multiple characters showing up, guys, within the span of seasons 7 and 8. Now, I don't know about 9 yet, but there are a lot of things up and coming. So having the Criers killed, now that I really think about it, isn't the worst possible. We know Celine's coming back, and I already did a video about Celine coming back after Jim dying. I do hate the idea of the Criers being killed without getting closure to the well, then again, Jennifer told David that the Amanda murder was being investigated still. She didn't tell the Criers that. So to them, they got closure, but I really wish they would have been alive to get that closure. So I'm going to be, and I'm not saying this out of hate, but kind of like way back when I did that video about Quincy Jr. getting shot the same night that he got shot in the episode, I don't think it will be the worst possible thing if the Criers are actually dead, because it would actually move the story forward for a lot of characters in the show, as well as characters to come into the show. That's not a bad idea. I'm just saying. Now, I still think that Wyatt is hallucinating based on those drugs he got from RK, but I think that it is very possible that if they're dead, I don't think they necessarily have to be replaced. Like Hannah needs a new buddy, David needs a new guy to back him up, Jeffrey needs a new love interest, and we need another drug addict on the show. I don't think we do. So fill in the blanks here for me. Who do you think could replace the Criers? Are the Criers being replaced? Are they really dead? Once again, this is just a pure speculation video for fun. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you soon. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.